people have a very crude sense of what dawah is, and they have a very, very sort of simplistic understanding of what dawah is. And the result of this crude and simplistic understanding is that there is a lot of friendly fire. It's like, well, I don't like the way that this person does dawah. They water it down, or they're too simple, or whatever. Or I don't like the way that this person does dawah. They go too hard, they're too extreme, or they're too strict, or whatever. Bro, we're all same team, same dawah team. You don't realize that people need different things at different stages, okay? To somebody who's never heard of Islam, or who has a very poor sort of image of Islam, okay, you might need somebody who's quote unquote watered down, right, in order to get your foot in the door. And that's not saying that we're justifying anybody who changes the religion. That's different, okay? Changing the religion is different from presenting it in a simple way, or delaying complicated things or harder things for later. It's like everybody forgot that the sunnah of Allah with the Muslims was tadarruj, right? The sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was to introduce things slowly to people. Okay, Aisha radiallahu anha herself said that if the first things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed were the prohibition of alcohol and the prohibition of fornication, that we would not have believed, right? And we want to act like we're better than the companions, that you have to go dawah and give them the straight dawah, give them the raw dawah, and give them everything like right away. What is this? What are you talking about? This is not the sunnah of Allah. This is not the sunnah of the companions or of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it's not changing the religion. And it's not watering it down. It's simplifying the presentation of it. So then somebody can be in the position where, hey, you know what? I'm going to focus on entry point dawah. Okay, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be the guy on the street. I'm going to talk to people who have never heard of Islam before or think that Islam is some crazy cult. And I'm just going to be that entry point person who introduces the person to Islam in a good way that makes them curious. And then I'm going to pass the baton to my teammates, the guys who are on the next line and the ladies who are on the next line of dawah, who are going to now give something more substantial and give something a little bit more challenging and give something a little bit more robust. And then there's going to be a line behind that of people giving something a little bit more challenging and a little bit more robust and full and complicated. We're all on the same team, right? And people, honestly, they do a disservice to dawah and they do a disservice to the Muslims when they flatten it all and act like, well, there's only one way or there's only one sort of style of dawah and it's got to be just hard, it's got to be raw, it's got to be everything, take it or leave it, I'm not watering it down. Akhi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by your definition of watering it down, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala watered it down for the companions. And the companions were better than you. And the companions were better than you. So don't oppose the sunnah of Allah and don't oppose the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and actually get out of the way and let people do their dawah and realize that we're all on the same team.